No one tells you this. Most of the time, you're not overthinking someone. You're ignoring what your instincts already figured out, that gut feeling you've been dismissing. It's not paranoia, it's truth. You meet someone, and at first, it's magic. Every text feels like a spark. You laugh at their jokes, you remember the little details, you make plans in your head. But slowly, something shifts. They stop replying as fast. Their enthusiasm wanes. Maybe they cancel. Or maybe they never say what they mean, leaving you confused, anxious, overanalyzing every word and pause. You tell yourself, I'm just reading too much into it, but deep down, you already know it's not just in your head. Here's what's happening. Your brain is wired to detect emotional safety. When someone's behavior is inconsistent, it triggers anxiety. If you're an anxious attachment type, this inconsistency becomes an endless loop of dopamine highs and lows. You get addicted to the small affirmations, the short bursts of attention. Every time they disappear, your mind fills the gap with scenarios, justifications, excuses. And the more you try to reason with it, the louder your subconscious shouts, "This isn't stable." You know it. You're ignoring it. Avoidant personalities, on the other hand, will pull away when things get too close. That distance feels confusing to you, but to them, it's how they manage fear of intimacy. You have to face the ugly truth. Chasing someone who's not all in isn't romance, it's self-sabotage. Overinvesting emotionally in someone who keeps you at arm's length doesn't make you loving or patient, it makes you dependent. You're not being desensitive. You're just paying attention to reality that everyone else keeps sugarcoating. You've been making excuses for their behavior, rationalizing their inconsistency, hoping they'll suddenly match the energy you're giving, and the truth is they won't. Men and women often process these signals differently. Men, generally, respond to emotional distance with withdrawal. It's not always personal, it's their wiring around problem solving and avoiding emotional overwhelm. Women, on the other hand, are socially conditioned to maintain emotional connection, even when it's risky or unreciprocated. That's why a woman may continue investing hope in a man who's inconsistent while the man has already tuned out. This isn't about right or wrong, it's behavior. Observing it without judgment is how you stop getting trapped. Here's the painful but freeing realization: the signals you've been calling overthinking were always true. That hesitation, that doubt, that nagging sense of imbalance, they weren't fears, they were insights. Your brain, your emotions, your intuition, they were all trying to tell you something important. And ignoring them doesn't make them wrong, it just keeps you stuck. So, what now? Start listening. Observe behavior, not words. Measure consistency, not intentions. Your self-respect is a compass. If someone's actions erode it, that's your cue to step back. You don't need closure from them because closure doesn't exist from people who were never fully present. Instead, reclaim your emotional energy. Stop rationalizing absence. Stop trying to fix someone else's inconsistencies. Protect your own sanity and watch how your relationships begin to realign naturally. Sometimes the clarity you're seeking isn't about them, it's about finally trusting yourself. Ignoring your instincts only prolongs the heartbreak. Listening to them, that's the beginning of freedom.